So, most of us may recall learning about the different learning styles, such as visual, auditory, or kinesthetic learning. However, thinking like this can actually be ineffective. For example, people who claim to be kinesthetic learners may have trouble with advanced topics such as math or physics, leading them to believe that they aren't good at a particular subject when we should actually be adapting our styles to different topics. Therefore, learning styles are more of a subjective experience, and we tend to assume that if a studying strategy is rather difficult, it means that it's not working. In fact, difficulty is probably better for students. Our brain is very similar to a muscle, and without challenging it, there is no room for growth. The learning styles hypothesis states that a learner's preferred learning modality will predict learning gains in academic tasks. However, we have two main issues with this hypothesis. The first issue, which we will touch on further in just a moment, is that students' preferences don't necessarily align with their performance in basic tasks. It's also really difficult to assume that people can have the same learning style for such different tasks. Psychologists Massa and Mayer ran a study to test this hypothesis. Participants learned about electronics through a computer based lesson with clickable links to help screens that were either visual or verbal. Then students were tested in what they learned. Interestingly enough, results actually showed no interaction between preferred learning styles, and optimal instruction. Written or verbal help screens should have been better for verbal learners, but in reality, everyone actually performed better and learned more through visual means. Professors Zusho and Edwards state that failures in self regulation can lead to failures in monitoring or control over the learning process. However, by using the following strategies, students can combat the forgetting curve and form deeper connections with their learning.